So Juan, if you want to share your screen,
Sure. Yes, I'm
let
gonna put my questions here at the chat so you can see at them. Okay. Also.
yeah, like so you said, where are you
Yes.
getting stuck?
Yes, I completely reload the snapshot for
Yep.
the paddle club.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can see my screen there.
Yep.
Okay. So since I'm not gonna be using the promotions, I guess I have to work with this referral page. That's the only thing.
So
One of the things.
actually change that. It should be work dash with dash us, not instead of underscore. I don't know why it says that. I think yeah, so put work dash with dash us. Sorry, that's the actual. And then all lower, like I think do it all lowercase as well.
It's sorry. Can you repeat work what?
Work dash with here, I'll put it in chat.
Dash.
Work dash with dash us.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so
With the slash in front, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go.
Okay, so I didn't. So what I noticed yesterday is that I subscribed myself, as you can see
Yeah.
here, to the rewards program, right?
Yeah.
So when I try to go back here and subscribe and check my dashboard, it comes this page. So I don't know what I'm missing
Okay.
here.
Let's go back to your custom values.
Uh-huh.
What domain do you have to set up for this? Rewards.upniche, up.niche.
Yes,
Give
niche
a
leads. This one.
double. Take the slash out at the end.
Okay.
And then hit save.
Okay. Okay, so here. Okay, there you. Not completely.
Why did it refresh like that? Go back and then refresh that page and then log in again.
Okay.
It's still for some reason put another slash in there.
Okay, let me go.
Yeah, just refresh that page and then.
Okay, great. Now, the other question that I had is that I did try to, let's see, no, and rewards. So I'm gonna invite somebody here, okay, just to see, as you remember, I'm only using the WhatsApp is gonna be the most used one.
It's program registration.
Now, as I understand, every time I share these, earn points. So
You can earn it'll give you points once every 24 hours that you share that. But it doesn't look like maybe you have the points filled out in the custom values.
Is these ones are these ones, right?
No, that's the share body. That's the message that is going to be sent out.
Okay.
The share body and the share subject, and then there should be one that says share points.
Okay, shared points. Well, I don't know if are these ones. No.
No, that is the
Mine
reward.
was something with a 5 then. Because I saw yesterday, I saw there was something
Right
in the back.
there, social media share points.
Social media.
I
Social media. Oh, I never.
yeah, the go scroll up. Rewards, loyalty, share points. Sorry. So put your points in there.
Um, loyalty share points. No,
Yeah.
social. Which
Yeah,
one?
that's it.
This
That's
one?
it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay,
So it's for the share points, yeah, for sharing.
sharing points. Okay, let's
Yeah.
say five. Yeah. Okay, and then I
So
update
then you
this.
don't have it looks like you don't have the referral points filled out either or the invite points or anything like that either.
Okay, so let's say one and referral points two, just to
Okay.
know that they
Just
are.
for testing.
Uh-huh. Okay, so then I go to the WhatsApp message.
So then you want to refresh that page again.
Okay. Okay, then I have, great, I have 5 points there.
Okay, just before you change anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead. See that link, that URL that's there? That's the URL
Yes.
that's gonna get shared out.
Okay.
This message is gonna get shared out.
Okay. So I'm gonna register here.
Yeah.
Anyway, just another email. And then it goes to this page. Yeah. I don't know what I'm missing.
Underground, pedal, MX, error, referral ID. Okay, go back. Can I see that link?
This
Go back to your WhatsApp.
to the WhatsApp. Oh, sorry. It's work with us. It's still work with us.
So you make sure, can we go to your funnel? Go to your funnel pages.
Uh-huh.
So you have like a redirect. So go click back. You're in the are you in the restaurant one? You're using the restaurant one, aren't you?
No, oh,
Click,
no, no, no,
yeah,
no.
click back.
The one that I uploaded here, it was the just the simple rewards one.
Okay. Um,
Okay.
Okay, you want me here?
yeah, so this is where I was saying, like when we talked, I said you should use the restaurant one.
Yeah, but it was too complicated. It's too complicated with so many things that, and even for me to understand it. So it's more complicated for the client to have all those things. So I would like to use
It's
the
actually
rewards.
the interesting thing though is that it's actually more simple because everything's already built out for you. Like
Hmm.
there's nothing that the client even has to do really other than you know they don't okay. Everything is already in place
Hmm.
for promotions and signing people up to different to like having an in-house QR code where you want to sign people up and give them points for things or redeeming coupons or anything like that. That stuff is already all set up for you.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like it's already built out to
Hmm.
function really well for that type of business. So okay, so that's fine. You have so then click back. Go to the work. Just make sure. Let's just click back. Let's go to funnels again.
Uh-huh.
Click on work with us. Rewards work with us.
Hmm.
Add your domain to this funnel
Oh yeah,
page.
yeah. I'm missing here this one.
Okay,
Okay.
now click on that link from your WhatsApp again.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, but what this is gonna trigger, it's gonna trigger a message that, yeah, because I did this yesterday. It's gonna trigger a message that somebody wants to make an appointment, right?
Yeah, it will if you have that live. Yep.
Yeah. So what do I have to do? So this just does this is just a subscription to the program.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean. So you want them, this is yeah, so you want them to join, you want them to register and join the program,
Yeah, that's
the
it.
rewards program.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was saying the restaurant one
Mm-hmm.
is the right one to use, because that one is already set up for them to
Okay.
join the VIP program, so you can send them out messaging to
Mm-hmm.
get them to come in, so you can have a coupon, you can have promotions, you can have all that stuff. Those campaigns are already set up for you.
Mm-hmm.
This one, the difference between the base reward one and the restaurant one is really the the base reward one is
Yes,
just,
correct.
we want to
That's
we're
it.
asking for referrals. So then
Watching him good. Thank you.
those people will come in, and when they ask for a referral, or that referral clicks on that link and comes to the work with us page, they're then asking, saying, hey, I would like to come in for a consultation, or I'd like to come
Mm-hmm.
in for
An
like a book a
appointment.
haircut or something like that, or schedule something,
Okay.
right?
Oh, okay.
Whereas the restaurant one, it's getting people to join a VIP program.
Okay. Okay. So I'll try the other one again.
So that's what I suggest, because you can ignore, like, lots of the messaging is, I mean, there's, and you want to, you want to translate it though. That's, I understand where there's lots of messages and stuff in there. Um, but it has all that stuff built out, and I'll help walk you through setting that up.
Okay.
If you need, mostly the problems that you end up having are like what we did here. All the problems that you had here were all just with domains, like with your
Yes.
URL,
Yes, sir.
right?
Okay.
So making sure those URLs correct, and then
Okay.
making sure that you add the URL to every one of those pages.
Okay. Okay. So I'll download it again and try it again.
I would
Let you
I
know.
would suggest it, and like because yeah, um if you have any questions setting it up, just shoot me a message and
Sure.
we'll jump on and go through it, because you have it mostly set up, but the restaurant run really is it has it set up for this type of club, right? Because they'll have
Okay.
events, they have things going on, they have promotions, they want people to come in and join that VIP list and refer people. But when we refer people, we're referring them to the VIP list rather than I'd like somebody to come out and give me a quote for my roof, kind of thing.
Okay.
You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yeah. I know. I understand the
Okay.
difference. Okay. Okay. I'll try it again. Thank you.
Okay. You're
That
welcome.
will be. Thank you.
Sam, not in a blue shirt. You had I know you messaged Shan about a question the other day, and she said we should chat about it.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am doing good.
I have
Okay,
a
let's
really
do that.
stupid dog. I apologize. My husband's locking her up right now.
Oh, we had some fun stuff with our dog last night. Well, he's just old. He's like
Oh.
he's like 16, and he's an
Aw.
old little pug.
Oh.
But he's how do I get, I'm gonna, Juan, can you stop would you stop sharing? Oh, there you go. Stop
Oh,
participation.
sure.
There we go.
Thanks.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, anyways, he woke everybody up at like 4 o'clock in the morning whining, and left a mess everywhere for everybody.
Aw.
But anyway, so dogs let him bark. So Shan said you were trying to work through something, or there was something with a BNI group or something you guys are talking about.
Yeah, so I have been working with a guy that wants to start his own networking group.
Okay.
And I've been building him a website forever. It's a whole thing. But anyways, I initially sold him on the rewards and referral system because, it's referrals.
Yeah.
And anyways, we had never gotten to that point yet. And now we're here, and it's really kind of grown to epic proportions over the past several months. And what he envisions is us being able to use the loyalty and rewards program in conjunction with the membership area of Go High Level to create an online space where people can communicate and trade value, and he can reward them for the mentorship and value they're bringing to the group.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So my first thing is like right now we're just in the beginning stages of onboarding people, and so I need to build out an email campaign, I guess, that kind of walks them through what the experience is and vets them into the group and automatically starts rewarding them points and getting them excited about what they're earning.
What would they be earning points for?
So I think his initial concept is that he's going to have 10 mentors that are already in the group. And as you come in as a member, you are rewarded for just joining and then reading the stuff that you're supposed to read and then following the steps that the mentors have already put in place. And the idea is that he's trying to help people create side hustles so that they can mentor people through creating a side hustle so they can eventually leave their shitty current job.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So my first thing is that I know that there's so much already built into the loyalty and rewards, but obviously any snapshot that I use is going to be worded towards a restaurant or something like that. And I got a little overwhelmed thinking like, where do I even begin? What would be your advice there, like to get started on that?
So what I would probably do in that case is just start off with what Juan had was just the base reward system that's just like that gives points and tracks points and does referrals and stuff like that. There's a inside of our training there somewhere is a shows you how to do, or even an example in there is a give points webhook. What we call it is the webhook to give points. So inside of let's see if I can just open up a page that already is there. Let's go to rewards. Automation. So I don't like yeah, let's go to reward system. So here's give points example, just in the base rewards one. We might want to plan this out a little bit before launching into just setting it up. But here we have the webhook itself, and then we need location, points, action, CID. And then you can give a title here for what they earn points for. But the action really is give points, and then how many points that you want to give for that action. So what you can do is you can take this webhook and duplicate it into any workflow that you want to give people points for. So you can put this into anything. So like, let's say, for example, you had somebody, you want them to go and complete a course, right? Or a chapter in a course or something like that. You can go and you can even go start from scratch. You can have them go and got it. Okay, so add new trigger. We can go, I think we can go course to do category completed, category started. These are all under courses. So lesson started, lesson completed, new sign up, offer granted, all that kind of thing. So these are the triggers that can happen anytime somebody does anything with like courses and memberships. So if you had your mentors in there and they have courses and membership pieces and stuff like that in there, anytime somebody, like, let's say lesson completed, you could probably filter down to which lesson exactly it is, which product. I don't think I have any products in this account right now anyways, but you can filter down and say, okay, once they finish that category inside of the courses section, you can give them points for finishing that. You can give them a certificate. You can do the same kind of thing with like videos. If you need them to watch specific videos, you can do video tracking. As long as that video is hosted in high level, like in the media section, the media library, and you have that pasted into a course or on a page or anything like that. You can say, if they've watched, well, I don't have videos in here either, but if they watch any of those videos, you can give them points then for that too. So like the trigger would be, what are we triggering for giving them points? So, and then you use that give points webhook that I showed you there a few minutes ago in order to give them points for taking those actions. You can do the same thing for them registering. Pretty much anything that you can track through the workflows, you can then give them points for. So it's just first, what I would probably do is just kind of write out the different areas where you want to give them points. Some of it's going to be a manual setup. Like if they have lessons, and I don't know if those lessons are always changing or if they're just adding them in or whatever, but you would have to create a workflow. Depends on how often you want to give them points. You would have to create a workflow to handle when you're giving them points. Do you know what I mean? So you can do one thing you can do as well, as you can say, like, let's say we do multiple different triggers under courses, and then we have so we have lessons completed, and then we have categories. So I think category is like you have a whole course, and then you have the product completed, I think, is the full course. The course is the product started, product completed. They can get points for that. That's the actual course itself. Then there's categories, which are like the subtopics from the course, and then you have the lessons, which are the each individual training inside those categories. So depending on how deep you want to get, like if it's like, hey, go watch, or go complete this product. Once they finish that full course, then you could give them points for finishing that first like mini course or whatever it is. If they go through and watch all the videos and finish that up. You can do the same thing with categories. If you want to divide it up and say instead of getting 50 points for a 5-video course, you give 10 points for every category they finish inside of that training. So that's one way to do it through courses. And then if you had other special videos, it would probably be somewhat of an ongoing thing that you'd be managing based on how often they create new videos, create new content, have people going through and giving points. Do you know what I mean?
I totally know what you mean. I think that part of what I'm running into, what's going through my head is just like, this is really quite a scope of work project. Yeah. And yes, I think it is going to be an ongoing thing. Hold on. Sorry. It's always like this. Whenever I'm talking, the dog's barking. Anyways, I guess, what would you suggest? Like, how long do you think building like something like this would take?
It wouldn't be take a long time to set up the actual giving points. You just need to, it needs to be planned out though.
Yeah.
A little bit anyways, at least, hey, where do we need to start with this?
Yeah.
So do they have courses and stuff already created? Are they in have you created products and courses and stuff like that? Is that how we want to do it? How would, if you have your 10 mentors that are in there, how do they send the information over to those contacts?
Okay.
You
Okay,
know, or I mean, how do they send it over? So is it in membership? Is it in courses? Do you have to create funnels for those different things? You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of what I would possibly do, and this is how I would probably start, is either a good list on a piece of paper or use something like I like Whimsical, and there's a bunch of different flowchart makers like that to let you like mind map out
Yeah.
kind of what you're thinking. So I like to start with something like that where you can kind of visually map out, okay, they're going to come in, you know, they'll earn points and then get them excited, or, you know, how many points are we going to give them when they join? You know, person joins, how many points are we giving them? And then go from there. Okay, they're going to go, when they go finish this course, they're going to get this points, these points, these points, you know, that kind of thing, and just kind of map it out there. So you have a good visualization of it.
Yeah, I love visualization. What's that you're in?
This is called Whimsical. It's a pretty good. You can do all different kinds of boards, docs, folders. They got a bunch of different templates for mapping things out and brainstorming and strategy and all different kinds of stuff too.
Okay, I have one more question, then I'll leave you alone. What about like the membership area and the course area? He's really loves that space, but I know, who would you suggest that I look into, like YouTube videos or somebody who's really builds those out that can show me how to do it?
You don't have a lot of control in there.
Yeah.
Under the customer portal, you don't have a lot of control over how that looks or how that functions really at all. It's meant to act kind of like school. But you could really, only thing you can really do is change some colors.
But doesn't it kind of operate like Facebook?
Yeah, so like school is like an ongoing forum of things there.
School, got it.
School is school, there's a couple other ones that were like it as well, but they're essentially just like, yeah, it's like a group ongoing chat, kind of like Slack kind of thing or something like that, where the questions just come in and people can answer. And High Level actually has a thing where you can earn engagement points. You can earn 1 point per engagement from there. I'm not sure how or if it's possible to integrate something like that into our system as well, to give points, but that's what they have in there right now, I think, to it. But that's a separate thing, and I don't know how you can give rewards from it, but you just get points to kind of up level your status in there to become like an influencer or whatever it is you want to call it.
Right. Okay. This was very helpful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Awesome. Okay, so we've got admin Yibo. Got a couple questions here. Is that
no, it's Rob. Sorry, it's a little bit dark on my side.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
It's a little bit.
A calendar. So in the snapshot, we don't have a calendar set up. Do you have a plan for this, or how do you currently do online reservations? We don't generally do online reservations. I was looking at building an online reservation platform. I know a few people, and we set this up before, there's a fairly decent like WordPress one that we've used before for collecting reservations. We just haven't got to a point of actually doing reservations. So you could probably set up a calendar though, using opportunities to kind of track reservations as well. Opportunities, even the calendar for it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I don't necessarily have one in there just yet, but I mean, it's on my list of things that I'd like to do better.
All right. I just checking if it's on your list or not, because online reservations for us is pretty important. So Wanted to see if it's just something that we're gonna have to add on to our snapshot or
Oh,
something else.
yeah.
It seems in the midterm it's gonna be just add something on and just add it to the snapshot. Not a problem. I guess the second one is I saw your YouTube video like about a month ago. You launched it. I really loved your CSS of your agency. Was wondering if that is something that you're able to share or
Which I don't, it might have, I wonder if I was sharing somebody else's something. I wonder which video it would have been. Because honestly, I keep our CSS pretty basic.
okay.
Like I
Yeah.
haven't even changed any of our stuff. This is ours here.
Oh yeah, it was like the hour and a half demo. I'll probably just shoot you a link and see if there's somebody you can connect me with because I really liked it. Not a problem.
If you direct me to which video that was, I will.
Yeah,
will
sure. I'll
find
just
out.
text you.
Okay, awesome. And
All right,
then
and
I lost my
like I
video
said,
here
is
somewhere.
we use like the API version 1 pretty extensively.
Yeah.
I checked into it a little bit and starting with like the app stuff. How hard was it for you to transition from V1 to V2?
What platform are you guys like built on? Like, are you guys using PHP or are you guys using, what are you guys using for your backend?
Well, so
or do you make or?
Yeah, so most of what we're using it for is just for enhancing API calls for within like a Python kind of setup. So nothing too big in terms of databases. It's just kind of transitioning data. We have a couple of interactions with, let's say, things like OpenAI in terms of that kind of storing something in the backend. So
a lot of the API functions are similar. The API calls are similar, like the data you get back is similar API version 1 to API version 2. What I found, and I can walk you through this at another time probably too, is I could not find, so we do everything in PHP on our end, but I couldn't find good resources on how to set up the OAuth stuff with a database and everything too, right? So what we ended up having to, we ended up writing everything, but we wrote a bunch of functions to essentially get that person to sign up. And I can walk you through because I had tons of questions about how to get this working too. And I talked to a lot of people about it, but the way it works is you register for API version 2. It sends a code over to your server wherever you want. You grab that code and then you can use that code to get an access token for that sub account or that agency. Then you store that in the database with like refresh tokens and stuff, and then you have to basically just monitor that. Basically, we just monitor that token to see if that refresh token has expired or not, and if it's expired, then we have to go get a new token every time to call the database. So we set it up so it's automatic. It will check every time you do a call to see if it's still live or not. But it was kind of a not a pain, but and then we had to go change everything for.
Do you have any documentation on it? Because I did play around a little bit with the marketplace, and it just seemed like the documentation around it and like
it was I had a lot of questions, and I put it off for a long time because I was like, I don't even know where to start with it. And then it just, I was like, okay, we got to do this. And we jumped into it and tested a bunch of things out, but we've got it running pretty like very smoothly now. Anyways, but it was for the most part, the API calls are all similar, but there are a few things like say for example, if you're grabbing custom fields from a contact, there's they put an S at the end of custom fields rather than custom field where it used to be, kind of thing. So little things like that are interesting, but once you go through testing and everything, it gets all worked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous about it. There's a lot of things that we build out, so should be fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Jason. And yeah, thank you for the snapshot. We got our first.
Hi there, how are you?
Nope.
Awesome.
Good. Quick question for you. The coupon that we updated yesterday for the downtown location, the pasta mix code that was any
Oh, I feel like
pasta.
that's a different question. I don't think Lorian is talking to me. Okay.
Hello.
Danica, you got a question?
Yes. Yes, I actually like to jump in because I hear a lot of what you guys talk about. I'm on more on the sales side.
Yeah.
So I'd like to, kind of know more about the system itself. And I have looked up some YouTube videos, but is there like like where could I go to better learn this and have more of a hands-on?
So like the technical side of things too.
Yes, like I'd like to, at least know that way when
Going
when I am
to
selling it.
Yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying. We've been creating more videos and getting them into the SOP reward stock is probably like the most extensive training so far. Let's see. I just put a really good, I'm gonna post this into this is more technical side of things again, but I will post this into, give me 1 second. Did I put the video in here?
I think that would just definitely help me to better serve the clients and know, because something you mentioned and I thought would be great, but I'd like to be able to walk them around. I think you mentioned something about a e-commerce store. I thought it was great, but then I wouldn't know how to, I guess, really fully explain that to the client.
So that would be, oh, just my internet is going slow on this side over here. So that would be more on the high level side of things. Who has level? Yeah, it's a good question because I haven't covered very much stuff about specifically on how to set up like an e-commerce store or do any of that kind of stuff just yet. I will find, I know there's a lady named Kathy that I talked to, and they have a company where they've basically gone through and they've documented everything inside of High Level and put it into like training courses that you can buy from them. It's a buy one time type thing. I think it's $500, but they cover everything and they keep everything updated. So you can then take that and use that for your clients. For your clients training, but it's also really good for any kind of like people you bring on board to help train them, or you can bring on board like, or you can just go through it yourself and they like, here's a course on how to do this kind of thing. And her team, they document everything really, really well. That would probably, and I know they use it. I know they use it for training their team as well. And then they recommend other agencies use it for training their team too. So it might be something really good to use. For specific stuff like that. Otherwise there are, I haven't seen any training that anyone's put together specifically how to do it like an e-commerce store, but it would part of it's kind of like just playing around with it, I suppose, is what I find sometimes.
I want to know more about the system that you created. Like, what problem did you intend to solve for those clients? Like, we're running after restaurants, so like, how could I use the system that you created?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna send you over this doc. I feel like you guys have it, but it will it has a lot more technical stuff in it, but I completely understand if you have it, then you can it will help you to kind of know the system in and out. I know that's one of the things that Chandel's been working on more as well, is how do I understand this system kind of inside and out? So not necessarily so we can just do technical stuff, so that you just feel more confident going out there and talking about it. So here is a new promotions overview deep dive. I'm going to put this doc in here. There's a bunch of different videos in here. And I will we're constantly working to make better content out there too that explains it more inside and out. Now there's yeah, maybe start there and
Okay.
then I will we'll just see, like, let me know if that helps out. I just put inside of here, so share my screen here. Inside of this doc, so here's some templates, slide deck. Here's a good slide deck that you can take and go through. It's a really good starting point for just creating like a promotions VIP system for
Okay.
restaurants and other businesses as well. It could be restaurants, retail, anything like that, right? Here's a good training video that goes through setting it up for a restaurant. That's from start to finish. I don't know if that's something you want to do. There's another complete overview setup video, adding a domain, doing those kind of things. I just went through and did a video right here. So there's generic promotions explanation, and then there's new promotions overview deep dive June 2024. So
Okay.
I just redid this one here. It's about 30 minutes long, but it shows you like all the different types of promotions that you can create and how to
Okay.
go and create those. And then there's also I created a journey here, basically, and depends how you learn too, I suppose, is how we go and create a promotion, and then what does that look like? So we create the promotion, somebody scans a QR code, they sign up by going to one of the promotion pages, and then it triggers off workflows, sending out messages. We can expire things, we can put them in a 60-day follow-up sequence. That also, you know what might be good? If you wanted to like type out a list of questions,
Okay.
and if you wanted to put together a list of questions and be like, hey, these are questions that I have about the system, then I can create some videos to answer those specifically.
Okay.
You know
Yeah,
what
I
I mean?
appreciate that.
Because
Yeah.
I personally just don't know which questions you have. So if there was a list, or you know what videos we could create that would make your experience better, and then I'd be happy to go through and create those and answer all those questions.
I
I'm
wanted
gonna.
to kind of step in. What's going on, Jason?
Hey, how's it going?
Everything's good, man. So just kind of knowing the inside of Danika's struggle when she's out there. Like I told you before, my issue is I geek out too much, and I probably run the prospect off with all the details. And I think with her, she has a basic level of what the benefits, the why
Yeah,
that they use the system. But I think she's trying to learn deeper. And I told her who better to ask than the person that created it,
yeah,
a deeper understanding of what problem you were trying to solve. Like what issue should she be speaking to when she's in the face of a potential client, and how to handle pushback or anything like that. So I think that's where she's struggling at.
yeah. And that's what we're and that's definitely that's definitely more of the type of stuff that we're covering and talking about every week inside of that agency launch lab. That's a big part of it there. But yeah, I if you have, I know because I know we've covered, like, it's hard for me to remember exactly what we've covered or talked about before, like say through like the 5-day challenge that we did or stuff like that, where that video is, or where that content is. So a list of questions would really help, really be good, because I know you could put together, some more answers to that. Or if you had a specific question, I suppose. I understand, and I think it's great that when there's this whole thing where because I know Chandel has gone through this process as well, right? Because I geek out on it too, and I know the system inside and out. but Shan has come on like in the last like 9 months to really help out more. But that's where she's also learning about the system and how does the system work and what are the things that we could do with the system. So when I'm out there selling, or when she's out there selling it to our clients, what can she tell them it can do? What can she promise them that it will do? You know,
Yes, yes,
can we
yes.
give points? What can we give points for? You know,
Yeah,
what can we track? What can you know, what kind of promotions can we create? How can we use the system?
and that's what I think so when I think why maybe it's better for me, I don't geek out on it. I'm just, straight to the point. I
Understandable.
try to be. And so I don't want to overload them with too much. And that's what I think I'm just trying to get it. So when I'm in there, I'm finding out the problem, what their issue is, and can we solve it?
Yeah,
And that's what I kind of stick to. But then I don't want to miss on some other pertinent information and being able to tell them, like, I'm looking at what you put here. That's great for me to know, but then I want to be able to put it in quote unquote layman's terms for them. Because you have a lot of customers who are really like marketing or any type of advertising, they don't really do. We're dealing with a lot of like mom and pops,
yeah,
local restaurants, and they're just like, look, I just want business. How can you give me business? Or I'm lacking business between the hours of 2 and 4, or 2 and 6, or something like that. So it's kind of like I want to be able to speak to that, but not overwhelm them and overload them with too much information.
totally, totally. And I think that's why keeping it simple is important, but understanding what you can do and can't do is also important. Too.
Right.
I don't think there's a huge limit on what we can do. I know there's some like integrating with their point of sale system, depending on what their point of sale system is, can be a little bit difficult there. But when we're talking about getting more customers in for those specific times of days, um, and stuff like that, that's where that's where you could talk about, do they have happy hours kind of thing? Do they have a promotion or incentive to get people in through there? So on those times, because generally for a lot of restaurants like that, depends on what kind of restaurant they are too. Like, I mean, if they're a small cafe that they're open and they're targeting like working class people who need a really good lunch and want to grab something quick for supper,
Right.
that's a different place than, there's places that are open up in the industrial areas kind of thing, where they're open working hours because they focus on breakfast and lunch kind of thing
Yes.
for people who are working over there, and then they're closed more often in the evenings type thing, versus like a pub or something like that downtown where something like that. So
Mhm.
it's the whole, I think this to start like here, I like to start with which doc is it? It is in here. I do like this doc. It kind of covers a bunch of different things. It's that pitch deck that we have here, and this could probably be updated. But even reading through this just to kind of get started is a good way. So 3 ways to get customers. And then it changes if you're going to go through it and use it for yourself kind of thing, connecting with customers. And then for some, I'll let you read through that though. It's in that scope of work doc. I'm sure you guys have it already. And then I just post that in chat here again too. I think I did.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So go through that, but then if you wouldn't mind just in the like while you're going through it, or you think of any question like that, just like write it down, and then
Okay.
or maybe I'll share a doc with you guys too, and then we could just put questions in there that could be answers, especially on the sales side of things too, where like, hey, I had this objection, or they just definitely they just want to get more customers in. So 2 options for that. I mean, you could also set it up so that you guys can run ads for them as well. Have a package where you're delivering ads for those customers too, where you can run them and get more customers in.
Gotcha.
Get more
And so which
customers
one
signed
is
up.
that? That's the one that you have the icon over, or is Google Slides deck, that one there?
Yeah, that one's just a really good overview of how like the promotion system works
Okay.
for restaurant and retail,
Okay.
you know, so that they stay in touch with their customers, because a lot of people just don't stay in touch with their customers anyways, or have a way to stay in touch with their customers because nobody, when you go to a restaurant, you just, or especially like, again, depending on what kind of restaurant it is, a lot of the mom and pop shops, right? You just stop in, grab your thing and go have your meal and then leave.
Yeah.
And there's no way or reason for you to sign up for something else,
Right.
whereas where you get into the more established places, they've got like a loyalty program in place. They've got a newsletter that they send out. They might not be using it. I know they have the options for subscribing to it though.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
it's just they might not even use it, or lots of places don't even have them set up. But it's a good way to start anyways. Go through that, and yeah, you can give points for a lot of things and get people back in, but primarily we're focusing on promotions to get people signed up to the promotions thing, so we can send out an SMS or an email once a week to
Mm-hmm.
let them know about what's going on and remind them to come in for lunch or supper or happy hour or whatever it is, and just stay up to date on those things. And then with the reward side of things, giving them points and incentives to come back in. So
Yes.
that's just a very high level overview of
Mm-hmm.
it, but I'll try and put the promotions one is a good one to start, like is a good one. I just recorded that on the weekend here. Somebody was asking for more of a deep dive into promotions and how it's all connected. So promotions with explanations, promotions overview, deep dive is probably a pretty good one as well. So that's a big thing where we can, sending out messages for birthdays, sending out, creating an event post, creating an info post, creating, those kind of things, sending out doing a database reactivation if they have a list of customers already. Those things
Okay.
can all be set up. So do you guys, yeah, if they have a list of customers, okay, well, we can send out a message to every one of your customers that you have on that list and send them an offer for a coupon kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
So you can get
now,
more customers in.
now that's one area I didn't know, Jason. As far as the database reactivation, like that's cool to know, because I didn't know that was a part of
Oh yeah,
the actual
so
program as well.
inside of, if you go into promotions, let's say we go into promotions, we go to, this promotions manager. You can actually go and create a database reactivation promotion under here, subscriber reactivation campaign. So if you have a list of their contacts in there, what it'll do is you put that in there and then you add them to, let's go to automations here. I believe it's under reactivation right here. You'll see DBR 001 list reactivation. What it does is if you add people to this promotion right here, it will then send them out a message, or it's via SMS for this, but it'll say, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. We thought we'd let you know that we have a new special we've launched. Would you be interested in hearing more? And then yeah, so it says the business name here. So, hey, custom from name, here's from the company name. Hey, it's Jason from Big J's restaurant here. We haven't seen you in a while. And then if they reply yes, then it'll send them out a coupon, or it'll add them to a coupon with a link to the promotions page.
Gotcha.
And if they
That's
say
really
no,
powerful.
yeah, so that's just a reactivation, right? So that's already built into the system there too. So you can reactivate their old list and get them to sign up. So there's lots of little options. I will make a note here. Database reactivation, and I'll create a video on that.
And
too.
so, Danica, while we're on here, and I'm glad Jason mentioned it because I've been busy, but we need to get on that launch lab call. So I'll send you what Jason sent me so you can sign us up and make sure we get a part of that.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
cool if you guys are in there for sure. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we did a really good call yesterday. We went over a few people's like landing pages, offers that they have out to the clients that they're going after. We talked about just like sales and just finding customers locally, and that's essentially the discussions we're having a couple times a week to make sure that we're all moving forward here and going out and getting customers and answering all those questions.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
guys
that's
actually
good. Thank you.
help shape the offers in the launch lab. That's
What's that?
cool. I say, so you
Yeah,
guys
so
actually help shape the offers.
Jose, for example, who's usually on here too, he is now running Facebook ads to food trucks, and we just kind of helped him. Like, he showed us the offer that he created and the ads and stuff that he's running, and we went through it as a group and chatted about it, and he made some adjustments, and we'll see again on Wednesday here what happened with that.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's
So
our
yeah,
whole goal,
Danica, we
and I
need to
want
be
to
a
help
part of
out
this.
as much as we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Just let me know. Send me the information, Courtney, and yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
And in case I forget, Jason, can you drop it in the chat right quick so she can have it?
Yeah, it's I gotta update this page too, but agency launch lab.com. The Sam, oh, not sending it to Sam, group meeting.
All right. Thank you, Jason. Thanks for the help. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I would love to see. I mean, I know it'll just help me to create and answer those questions, because I know we answer them lots, but I want to, and they're all in different videos all over the place. You know what I mean? So we chat about things, but then it's not all in one place. So I was trying to just create a doc here about what kind of questions and stuff that we need to answer. While I'm on the chat here as well. Need to get like AI doing some of that for me. Anyway.
Yeah. Have you tried?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, have you tried the AI assistant with Zoom? How does it work? Is it good?
The AI assistant with Zoom.
Yeah,
No,
where
I
it's supposed
haven't.
to summarize the. I got a Zoom account and I saw that that's a feature, but I haven't tried it yet. They're supposed to be like a note taker for you and outline a meeting.
I've got something. I was using usually I have it in here. It's called, I don't remember what it's called right now. It works pretty good though. For going through and time stamping your videos, it's called actually, I have no idea on top of my head here. It just pops up when I go to it's like it starts with an F. It just
No,
popped
I
up
get
earlier
it.
and then I forget what it's called.
Well,
Let me see if I can find it. It is, well, Zoom. Yeah, I've got the Zoom one. Oh, you know what? I do have it set up. New meeting summary with AI companion.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
I'm gonna actually go through and look at that. I'm gonna look up meeting summary, because I see a chat that I had just the other day that did the whole thing, but I don't think it does it for every video, every meeting.
Yeah, I never tried it. That's why I was curious to see if you ever tried it.
Well, apparently I have. The other one I have is Fathom, which works really good too. And then it records you and does the whole thing as well. So Yeah, maybe I'll have to go through this and then just start putting a list of good questions together that we can answer. Because Shannon, I know she'd love to answer some of these questions too, because she's got different thoughts on things than I do too, coming from like her customer service background, like just owning the salons and dealing with so many different customers that she has, kind of thing. She's got so many tips on, because she was always about also maximizing like retail sales and stuff as well, right? So somebody comes in, get their hair done, but then, how do we sell them an extra $400 worth of retail before they leave? Not just getting their hair done, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So hers was asking a lot of questions, and one of the good like tie-ins that she has that has worked really, really well for her over the years, and she teaches it to a bunch of people, other salons and stuff, is a thing she calls it like because you said. And it's you go through and you ask questions about like, hey, so for example, how's her hair, how are you feeling about this, how are you feeling about that, blah blah blah. And then she goes, okay, well, because you said this, I think you need this product, you're going to need this and you're going to need that. And because you said this, you're going to need that thing too, kind of thing. And people are like, okay, let's all get it. But I mean, it's a little bit easier when they're actually in the restaurant or in the hair salon getting their stuff done. But yeah, because you said you want to get more customers between 2 and 6 on Tuesday through Thursday, I really think that we should set up a promotion system with a happy hour and get people in for those hours. You know what I mean? And give them a really good offer to get them through the door during those times, or create a promotion so we can increase lunch orders or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So yeah, okay, well, I will, Danica, if you want to go through that doc and just kind of have some ideas about that, and then yeah, let's see you guys in Launch Lab.
Okay.
Next call is tomorrow at noon, and then we'll start working on a doc of just questions and answers and stuff like that about selling as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I think it'll be so much better. That's our goal. We just end up getting tied up with tech stuff, but you're on the same, like Courtney and I are on like the tech side of things here, where I know you and Chandel are definitely on the like more the sales side and customer service side of things too.
Yeah.
So she's expressed that to me in the last few months as well, is like, I need to learn this system more so that I feel comfortable selling it. And I've heard, and other people have told me that as well, like, and that's where people are going through and testing everything out. Like, I need to feel more comfortable selling it. I need to know how the system works a little bit better so that I can go out and sell it, so I feel more confident about it.
Right. Thank you so much, though. This helps. And I'll do more of that tonight when I have some more time. I'm actually going to go out. I have a client that I need to get with today. So I'm going to do that now, but thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Absolutely. Okay, there's a question here from Lorian. Is there a feature to create digital business cards? What kind of digital business cards are you talking about? We've got like a digital contact card inside of our Power Tool system where you can create a contact card that gets sent out to a customer. And we've also set up Linktree style pages inside of our system. I think there's a link to some templates that are like that as well. And actually what you can do is link up the Linktree style page with our contact card creator too. So people can download your contact information to their phone when they go there. I don't know if I have it specifically set up though. If I do Linktree style pages, let's see if I can just share my screen here. Here is this. Lorian, do you have our system, any of our systems right now, or I'm just curious. I'm not sure if you do.
If I may, there's one that I use, and I don't know if it could help her.
Okay.
But there's hi, hello. That's one that I use.
Okay.
to
Hi,
make them
hello.
turn it on. Yes, it's an app. And I keep it on my phone, and all you do is just, have the person scan it and it sends their information. You can set it up for personal, for your work, however you want to do it.
Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna take a look at this because I bet you we have some of these systems already built out that you could probably do. And so Lorian, not in the loyalty and rewards specifically, but inside of our Power Tools platform, we have some more stuff about like the contact card creator. I'm gonna see if I can find a video. I'll have to see if I can find a video. Lorian, I don't know if I have you added on Facebook, do I? If I do, or maybe send me a message to I'm sharing my screen here. I'm losing all my things here. Send me a message to HBS Stu fe.com/J Orban. And then I'll send you a video on how our thing works there. But hi hello looks pretty awesome too. For creating those cards. And I know the one we had was way more simple than that new. Yeah, I'd have to find it and send it over to you. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will take a look. Anyways, okay. Did anybody have any more questions? Lori, and if you send me a message on Facebook there, I'll see what I can find for you too. And send something over to you as well.
I do have a question. It's more of a side note, but I know you guys have your hands full, but I was just curious to know with my daughter, does Shannon do any mentorship with like new people into the beauty industry?
Yeah, you know what? And
the other day. Yeah.
I think Shannon, your daughter, have talked.
Yeah, they have
a couple times. Yeah. I'll tell Shannon to reach out.
Yeah, because we were riding the other day and we were talking, and I mentioned Shan to her, and I said, well, you just need to know what you want to do when you talk to Miss Shannon. I'm sure she could help you. And she was like, I just want to do what she's done.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Right. So I think that'll be a great opportunity for her if Shan is available to do that.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have her on Messenger too, so shoot her Messenger. I just saw it's our daughter's last day of school today, so they have a little presentation thing going on. So I just saw Shan leave here a second ago. But I'll let her know as soon as she's back, and she can get in touch with you guys. And I'm sure she'd love to do something like that.
That would be awesome.
There's some like, you know what, she could probably hook you guys up with some access to some of the courses and stuff that she's created too, just for like social media. There's one great series that we created called $1 Million Haircut. And it's essentially like, if you're going to give somebody $1 million haircut, what would that involve? Right. And everything that's involved with $1 million haircut has nothing to do with cutting your hair. So it's everything else that you do when that person is in the salon in order to get them to pay you more money. What kind of experience do they need to have in order to feel like they got $1 million haircut? And it has simple stuff like, for example, I know one of the first videos is when somebody first sits in your chair, brush your hair for a while. And Shan's like, the psychology behind that is probably because women haven't had their hair brushed by someone else since they were like a little girl. And it just brings back memories, somebody sitting there brushing their hair for like 10 minutes.
Wow, that's cool.
It's just powerful little weird things like that. But we've had people go through that and they're like, I just tripled what I normally did for a haircut. she's like, instead of charging her $90, I charged her $180, and then she left me $150 tip. And it was like, wow. You know, so cool stuff like that. Anyway, I'll talk to Shannon, hook you guys up.
Appreciate you, man, as always.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, man. You guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you guys on Thursday. And if you guys join the agency launch lab, Lorian, you're welcome to join us there too. I put the link up above, agencylaunchlab.com, and we do calls every Monday and Wednesday talking more about systems, mindset, sales strategy, all that kind of fun stuff. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right, have a good